Let me see. This can go down. I love you, baby. And if it's quite alright. Hold on, here, let me put this mic. You guys can hear me without the mic, with the mic. Let's see. Hold on, here, let me put this mic. You guys can hear me without the mic, with the mic. Actually, you guys can't hear me without this mic. So that will work. Alright, let's get some people up in here, see what's going on. Okay, let me minimize this, do my same old thing. There we, no, come on. Vente pa acá, güey, vente pa acá, güey. Oh, why are you doing that? Why are you being such a knucklehead here? Alright, yeah, that's about right. Well, if I minimize this, that might be another thing I can do. Okay, make this bigger, smaller. Give me 1 second, people. He's always giving me a little bit of a hard time. Jesus. Oh, give me a second. Let me tell my wife to turn the AC on. It's hot back here. Turn the AC on? It's like very hot. Thank you. I love you. Loud and clear, that's what I'm talking about. Now if I could only get this damn... Okay. Trying to get the comments going. Is that what I need? Is that? There we go. Well, no, actually, no. That's not where we go. Okay, there we go. It's hot, hot up in here. What's going on, Candelios? How we doing? So, much better. COVID's seems like it's starting to end. I don't know. All I know is that the world's back in action, man. Today I was in the 405, and that's I made an Instagram video on pretty much the video I just dropped, man, because yeah, it's just getting me hot, man. It's right now it's the anti-America, anti-this, and the majority of the people that are doing that are people that have never lived in another country, have never known what the real struggle is. And like I have these conversations with one of my nephews, which I love dearly, but he is an American privilege. He's got American privilege. And American privilege means you're pretty much a spoiled brat, man. Oppressed and oppression is what you want to look at. I still live in my hood, and I say that time and time again. And why do people say that? Because I'm still living, going to the same market, even though it's changed, going to the same stores, even though, you know, I think it used to be Gemco, or it used to be Zodi's. Now it's Target. You know, all the stores here changed from, you know, decades after decades, but it's still the same area. I still got homies who are stuck in that lifestyle, stuck in that pattern, but we're all living in the same place. That showed me and shows me continuously that it's not about just where you grow up. It's where you're at here, man. If you don't break those mental chains, you're gonna stay stuck in that realm, man. You want to stay stuck in that realm of oppression? By all means, brother, get your money. I'm not gonna waste my life worrying about how oppressed I am and how this and that. Is there social injustices? Yes. Should we do something about those? Yes. But to sit here and just get stuck and bogged down in that same old rhetoric, brother, you're not gonna get nowhere, bro. And people aren't gonna listen to you, man. Team member, I am not hating on no niggas, nigga. I don't know where you get that from, brother. And that's the thing. When you disagree with people, that's one thing you get from the younger generation right off the back. Instead of having not even a younger generation, even older generation. If you don't have an argument, the first thing people say is you're hating, you're being racist, instead of giving you some with meat and bones that you can argue up against. If you're just gonna say I'm hating, please give me an example, brother. Round one, I couldn't agree with your last video more. You know what? That's the thing. I actually spoke with Joseph, this one cat on Instagram, and he's the one that kind of motivated me to come home and make that. Because after I talked to him, he's like, you know what, Gil? He's I think second generation here. His father has passed away, and he's like, my father would be pissed off at me if he saw me talking down in this country after all he sacrificed getting over here, uprooting from his country to come over here and make a better life for him and his family. And that's exactly the way I feel. My mother's still alive. My mother still lives, I don't know, she lives maybe 5 miles from where I live. And you know what? She was born in Honduras, came over here in her early 20s, and she loves the United States, brother. Straight up. Because she knows what a horrible life that could be over there. Could you have a good life in those countries? Yeah, you could. But the chances are that you're not. Over there, it's more. If you think the wealth class is bad here, go over there. And that's the problem that we need to fix here in the States, man. Over here, you think the rich is getting richer. Over there, you're either rich or poor. What makes America really great and better than most westernized countries out here is that we have a middle class, man. And that's one thing we need to keep pushing for, and push for more better jobs, more paying jobs. Not sit here and just say, oh man, I'm oppressed. Come on, man. People are oppressed, but yet they're playing Xbox every day, PlayStation, or on Snapchat, or on Instagram. Yeah, I see the oppression, brother. Why is West Coast Graffiti? I don't think he is. I think West Coast Graffiti is, he's the ghetto, what's the name? The ghetto newscaster, homeboy. He's all right, brother. Let's see where you guys are at, brother. All right. It's working. Pepe Pacas, what's going on, carnal? Thanks for the membership, as always. Fall Cabal. I don't think I've seen Fall Cabal, homeboy. I'm not even sure what that is. China shut down again. I saw that. Beijing, they're saying it's about 75% shut down. We're going to find out how it is over here because, I mean, after all those protests, even the one I was in, there was a lot of people there, bro. There was a lot of people there. And if the COVID's real, you know, it's going to blow up. But this is one reason I think the COVID's fake. Because, or it debunked a lot of conspiracy theories. One of the conspiracy theories, and I'm sure I'll hear from some of these guys here, that they wanted to make martial law. That the government just wants to implement martial law, and that's why they made the COVID. If that was the case, they just missed the greatest opportunity to make martial law. Because while all these protests were going, the looting started, they could have brought in the National Guard right there. And right there, they could have started saying, this is the reason we need to implement martial law. But they didn't, brother. So that argument's out the window. The COVID one, too. If it was as serious as they were saying and leading on to be that we had to sit at home for 2 months and stay away from everybody and all this stuff, if this was the Black Plague, they wouldn't let all these people get together. Straight up. That tells me that yes, it's a sickness. Yes, it's serious, and it's something that we should be cautious about. But I don't think it's just as serious as they thought, and they just don't want to kind of come out and say it because of how bad the economy is going to be hurting here pretty soon. Now it's a debate going on of Mexicans making the ICE protests about them when it's about Central American kids. Well, this was the thing, man. The protest, somebody said that I was flip-flopping. Flip-flopping, I don't know from where and from what. I'm still pro-raza. I'm still trying to get our message across. But the whole protest thing was a beautiful thing, seeing all these people coming together. And the sad thing is that they're missing an opportunity. All this raza's coming together because they want to be led somewhere right, man. Their heart is in the right place. All the people that showed up, the people that came, not all of them, but a good chunk of them just hijacked it, man. They hijacked it, and it was the same old rhetoric, brother. It was the same old thing. They stole our land. They did this. We need to get our land back. The this. I'm like, brother, here we go. And to be completely honest with you, I was about to leave. And the only reason I didn't leave was because I had a couple supporters go out there. One in particular came out all the way from Victorville. And he's like, Gil, I came out to support you and the cause, this and that. I was like, man, I appreciate it. And I was like, how am I going to take off right now and not do the march with these guys after he came for so long to support? So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to stick around. I'm going to bite my tongue. I'm going to listen to all this. But if I wanted to go to a colonial protest or whatever they want to call it, invite me to that. But I won't show up. But don't sit here and hijack a thing that's about kids, that's about immigration policy. I want to say in the whole protest, 85% was about the native land and how much they stole and how much America and how racist it is and how this, and maybe 15 to 10% was about the kids, and that's wrong. That's going completely off script and completely off message, and it just threw me off, man. It threw me off, and somebody said you're gonna go and it's gonna leave a bad taste in your mouth. And you know what? It did. It left a real bad taste in my mouth, and that's why I'm kind of hesitating to go to another one until I see more people out there actually pushing the agenda that's right. And the right thing to do is talk about actual problems that we have in this country and stop worrying about what happened a few hundred years ago. I get it. I understand. And that's why I say this is a great thing about America. If you want to be a communist and you want to have your own communist party, you can do it. You want to be a socialist, you can do it. You want to have a LGBT protest, you can do it. You have a BLM protest, you can do it. You can have a raza protest, you can do it, brother. You can be whatever you want. Like I said, if a gold medalist called Bruce Jenner can call himself Caitlyn Jenner, then by all means, in America, you can be whatever you want. But don't sit here and think that you're going to progress by spewing the same old tired rhetoric, brother. That war is over. Like I said, it would be like a younger homie of mine telling me, hey, these guys want to make peace with you or with the hood, Gil. And I start saying, F those guys, man. They killed the homie. They did this with the homie. They did this. And at the end, those guys are still trying to make peace. That means I'm not trying to make peace. So until we, or not even we, until those kind of people makes peace within themselves, it's not going to happen, brother. It's going to be the same old tired rhetoric about give us our land back. And you know what? You're going to have a better chance of the Jewish government giving, or the Israeli government giving back the Palestinians their land than you ever get in America, brother. Just to let you know. I'm sorry to break the news to you too. City of No Hope is my shit. There you go, brother. Where we at? Where we at here? Booty first, not 2.0. Fool, you speaking the Holy Gospel, my nigga. Real talk. There you go, brother. The homie Dubs, what's going on, carnal? Appreciate the membership as always. Oh, this thing jumped off of me real quick. What we going on? Someone is still running for president. All right, social media. Gil, I'll roll with you to the end, homeboy. Your logic is paramount. Gil, when will you do live calls again? Maybe next week, man. It's actually not that difficult. I just don't do it because sometimes you get a bunch of trolls in there, and I'm not trying to sit there and speak to trolls, brother. I'm the troll executioner, carnal. Gil, you remember Junior, the Norteños, who would post that heavy stuff? He was telling the truth. Releases. Oh, so that was Junior. You know what? It's funny. I was talking to my wife. Hey, Junior, if you're ever watching this, hey, hit me up. He actually was going to do an interview with me at one point, if that's the same one. Because after I told her, I said, wait, that's a certain picture. Yeah, he's got a definitely crazy story, brother. I know exactly who you're talking about. What else we got? Imagine how the raza that's Vietnam veterans feel about these new booties. Yeah, brother, it's a slap in the face, man. It's a slap in the face. But the thing is, right now it's a trend. It's cool to say F America. It's cool to say F the flag. But like I said, if the brothers want to feel that way, get your money, man. To Latinos, especially Mexicans. And the reason I bring that up is not talking crap. Somebody said, "Oh, you're talking." No. I wasn't. Like I said, I wasn't doing a tour guide on a vacation to Mexico. I was talking about the corruption from both governments. If you're gonna sit here and say because the American flag oppresses Mexicans and does all this to Mexicans, yeah, you better stop waving that Mexican flag because Mexico does much worse than America in today's time. I'm not talking about history. I'm talking about today, now, brother. In today's time, Mexico is a narco state. The cops, you can't even go to the cops because you know the cops are worse than the criminals, brother. So miss me with that stuff if that's your argument. A lot of Mexicans and blacks died in Vietnam. Yeah, they did. And actually, one of the worst things that happened in Vietnam coming out was how, especially for African Americans, man, and Raza too, how went over there to fight for this country, and you come back over here and you're back to being a second class citizen, straight up. And that, like that, that's just some nasty history you have in this country. And to those people, it sucks, man. It really does. It's a horrible thing. But look at where we're at now. Again, look at where we're at in 2020. Not in the mid 70s, in 2020. Look how far we've gotten. People think just because these young guys have this certain way of thinking how life should be and everything's beautiful and we get along so well and there shouldn't be no racist. That's not the real world, man. But at this, if America was a stock market of getting better, our stock's like this, man. And it's only getting better. And right now, we have some issues and all of a sudden it's the end of the world. It's the worst it's ever been. It's just a younger generation wanting the 60s and wanting to be oppressed, man. All the while on Instagram, all the while playing video games, all the while enjoying all the fruits of labor of the United States of America, carnal. Florida has one of the highest senior populations, so they're going to have more COVID cases. Yeah, also all the COVID cases, a lot of them, you're getting more tests. You know, that's another thing. We're seeing a lot that there's not enough tests being given. On the street over here, maybe like 3 or 4 miles at Hanson Dam, there's a COVID testing site. There's no cars in line. Out here, nobody's giving a crap about getting tested, man. So I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that COVID stuff yet. What do we got here? Okay, what do we got, Moises? You know what's sad? All the protesting bull. I stand with the Rasta, but this is the outcome of participating trophies. Everybody is so sensitive. The Asians were slaves during the rail. Brother, everybody's had a turn in the barrel. Except some people want to say they had it worse. It's like this, man. I'm in my hood, all right? Somebody comes by and kills one of my homies, right? Let's say my hood's new. My hood's only 5 years old. They kill one of my homies. And that hurts me, right? There's another hood. They've been around for 20 years. They're one of their homies died, right? So to me, we're hurting equally. But all of a sudden, that person's going to tell me, nah, but we've been dying longer. I don't give a crap how much longer you've been dying, homie. I just lost a homie. I'm feeling the same pain as you're feeling, man. And that's the thing. It's a competition of pain, and nobody's ever going to win. Because when you lose a loved one, that pain is all yours, man. And I don't care what nobody tells you that, oh, you know, you're not feeling as bad as I would. I just lost a loved one, brother. So there's no competition in pain, man. Pain is pain, whichever way it goes. We got somebody. I got my coworker fighting for his life and breathing machine 2 weeks. That's very unfortunate, man. It's like anything, man. You can get the flu, you can get the pneumonia. I don't know. Hopefully this thing is not as real as it is, because if it is, dude, out here in California, I would say we're about 85% back to normal. The freeway today was pretty packed. I'm gonna start taking Sepulveda instead of the 4 or 5, and that'll tell you, man. What's up with all those police guys turning in their badges in Atlanta? They fixing to regret this. If I was a cop in Atlanta, I'd put in that badge. I'd retire. I'd say, screw you guys, man. The last shooting that happened, Wendy's. I'm not sure what the gentleman's name is. That is not a George Floyd incident, man. That is not even close to George Floyd. George Floyd was murder, no way fans or buts about it. These guys go in there, African American male, drunk, in the drive-thru. Wendy's calls them in. They get out. They go out there, professional. You can tell the cops are like skittish about doing anything because of what's going on. They do the breathalyzer test. The guy blows a 1.0. He's obviously drunk. He fails the test, and still the cops are just kind of going along with the guy going. And at the end of the day, all right, put your hands behind your back. I got to take you in for a DUI. What does this guy do? He starts socking up the cops. They get into a struggle. The cops don't do the chokehold because they're scared to do the chokehold. So this guy grabs somehow, I don't know if he grabbed it from his hand or grabbed it from his holster. grabs the cop's taser, socks the cops a couple times, starts running. As the cop's chasing him, he turns around, discharges the taser, cop pops 2 into him. They just charge those cops for murder, man. I'm sorry, but if a cop can't sit there and do his job after a guy socks the cops up, grabs his taser, and I love how people will sit there and say, no, but they shouldn't have killed him. You know what? You must have never been in a situation when you're in a gun, when you're fighting for your life, where you got guns being played. That guy shoots him with a taser. Who's to say this guy's gonna come back, get the guy's strap, and kill those cops? Who's to say that? And at the end of the day, those cops did everything in their power to make it nice and easy. But right now, people are emboldened, and you're going to see more of this crime happening because cops are going to be afraid to do their job because cops are going to start getting charged for murder. So if I was a cop, I'd say, here's a badge, dude. Straight up. You can keep that badge. And we're going to see where this is going to go. We're going to see where this community policing is going to go when you go to somebody's house and you don't have a gun or a badge and you go knock and say, excuse me, are you guys having domestic violence? And the guy tells you, F you, I'll kill you, and he comes out with the gun or he comes out with a knife. I want to see when these community guys happening, if they're going to call the cops. To anybody who wants to defund the cops, please tell me what part of the department should we defund. Should we defund a domestic abuse call? Should we defund the SWAT team? Explain to me what part of the department we should defund, and hopefully defund it in your neighborhood, not mine, brother. Luis D, remember Cesar Chavez? He was for us Mexican Americans here, brother. He was a conservative, believe it or not, but he didn't like immigrants taking our jobs during coordinated strikes. Yeah, it's true, but I don't think it's in today's day and age. I think a lot of even illegals are part of the structure of work in America, man. And I think we should eventually make some type of immigration law which gets these people to stay in, and the bad ones, they get deported straight up. Let's see what else we got. Okay, what are you talking about? I couldn't read that one. Why can't people just comply with the police and move on? If you're not wanted, you're good. If you're wanted, it's a different story. Why? Because people are emboldened. People think that they can do whatever they want, say whatever they want, and they can't touch you. But it's funny. Like today, I saw a sheriff. I forgot what part of town it was over here, and it was a African American lady. 2 of them. They're running towards them. Their daughter's choking, or their son, toddler. Cop goes in there, unclogs whatever was restricting the airflow. The kid lived, man. Why is it that when we're in trouble and we need help, that's the first people we'll call? But it's always, oh, well, they get paid for it. Yeah, but they don't get paid to get treated like trash, man. They don't get paid to be called murders for every single thing. When it's a murder, yeah, but when you keep calling every single thing a murder, you're losing credibility. Straight up. That guy in Wendy's, he sealed his fate by socking up those cops and taking that gun and running with it. He sealed his fate. And then to burn down the Wendy's, come on, man. And anybody that can sit there and justify that, listen, there's nothing I'm going to say to change your mind. That's just a sad reality. We live in 2 different worlds. No, I would not want to be a cop either, brother. What's up, Westos? How you doing, brother? Defund everything, man. Let's just defund America and start from scratch. What was that? I was doing that old movie. God, with I'll think of it right now. Mad Max, man. We do a Mad Max, carnal. Fund for better training, not defund. Could there be better training? Absolutely, man. Absolutely, there could be better training. And I think that's one good thing we're going to get out of this. But to take away their power to police, that's going to be a problem, brother. Let's see what we have here. I'm pretty quick. Tends to follow play. Agreed. Raza works and tends to follow policies, not to end up. Listen, man. I've been arrested. I count them. Let's say 5, 6, 7, 8 times, right? I've been arrested with guns 3 different times. On all those times that I got arrested with guns, brother, you know what I did? I did this. Because why? Because I know if I even get close to that weapon, I'm gonna get killed, man. And that's the name of the game. Somewhere along the line, this game has changed where I can do what? What are you gonna? Wait a minute, dude. If that's the case again, I wouldn't be a cop. Good luck. You can have it, homie. Mr. Marvelous, brother. We all matter. King Taco Gang. That's right, brother. Hey, thanks for that super chat, carnal. Gladly, much appreciated, homie. Let's see. All right, here we go. Defund the part that pays for their mistakes with our money. Defund the part that protects bad cops. Defund the part that plants drugs on people. Defund the part that shoots innocent people. Okay, that, I see where you're going with it. But no, what you do, the part that pays for their mistakes, that's taxpayer money. That's not even their money. That comes out of the city budgets, man. I forgot how many, I think that's in the hundreds of millions of dollars that LA City pays for cop lawsuits all the time. But the sad part is, it's like that guy in Wendy's. He's going to get paid millions. He should not get paid millions. His family should not get paid millions for a stupid thing that he did. And that's the thing. If you do something wrong, yeah, but I think what they should do, and we were talking about this with Sonny, and Sonny actually brought this one up, they should defund their pensions. All the cops, they all have pensions, right? In their pension, they have a lot of money. That's where all those lawsuits should come out, their pensions. But at the same time, they shouldn't be getting all these frivolous lawsuits when people screw up. And that's the thing. People don't see it. People just want to think every single cop shooting is bad and horrible. And you know what? I would say probably 95% of the cop shootings are legit. 5% are not. But it's just like work, man. Nobody's perfect. But those cops that are doing those things should be fired, should be prosecuted. But the other ones should. It's like somebody saying all brown people, because they live in a gang neighborhood, are a bunch of gang members, dope fiends, killers, this and that, because of what a few gang members do, brother. And that's wrong. And that's the same thing with cops. I would rather have my family member, if I had a choice, all right, my daughter, hey, she's going to be a cop or she's going to be a gang member, a chola from the hood. I'd rather have her be a cop. Dude, not in today's day and age. Maybe I might have her be a chola. But that's the thing we got to think about, brother. Before, when you were a kid, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a cop. But not today's day and age, we're like Snoop Dogg, I want to be a motherfucking gangster. Well, good luck being a gangster, homie, because that gangster life ain't all it's cracked up to be. Straight up. Sorry that jumped real quick. Vanessa Jillian, I think you said. I'm not sure if that the one with in the Army or Air Force that came up missing, if you can tell me. Wendy's franchise owner just got paid for his insurance. Okay. Tell you what. Let me know where your car is. I'm going to go bash it with some bats and maybe put a little fire to it. And you wake up in the morning next day without a car. And then you got to go through all the hassle, all that. And let me know if you're going to be happy. Nah, man. That's just a childish way to look at it, brother. I don't know if that's what you meant, but that's what it sounded. It was a white lady who burned it down. Yeah, because they burned it down because they want to be part of the crew, brother. They want to be part of the cool crew. If they defund they want to defund the sheriffs too, brother. Everybody, homie, everybody, carnal. Woodlock, the charge. What's up, brother? What's going on, carnal? Somes, what's going on? Somes for president, homie. Keep doing your thing, bro. Epstein was murdered. He may have been. Somer is my conspiracy buddy, carnal. That guy, you know what? I saw that thing on Netflix. And he may have been murdered, dude. He had a lot of scoops on people. Another one I saw on Netflix, before I forget, you guys gotta watch, man. I don't know if it was called the Blacklist or God, it was about the Communist Party back in the McCarthy era of the trials, where they were trying to where they actually did blacklist a bunch of writers in Hollywood. Dude, you gotta watch that, because that's pretty much what's happening today. If you are not part of the movement, if you are not pro the movement in Hollywood, you're getting blacklisted, man. And now that I'm on the subject, I want to apologize. I want to apologize to all the Latino actors, comedians that I called out a few weeks ago. And why I want to apologize to them? Because after going to that protest and hearing what I heard, I can somewhat understand why they stay away, brother. I can understand why they stay away. Because could you imagine you're an actor, let's say a very well-known actor, and then you go and you tell your people to go here and support this movement, right? And then the media shows up, the movement starts, and all you hear is screw America, America's evil, the white man, the this. You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna go like, you support this? This is what you support? And that's where we lose our voice, man. But to those actors, to all that, you need to get on board something positive. You need to get involved. That is still the truth. The other part, I understand, man. I really do. After seeing that, I really do. Ta-ta. There you go, St. Marvelous. Junior E, thank you for the super chat, carnal. Very much appreciated, homeboy. Body cams and all placas. Yeah, they all should have body cams, but at the same time, they be doing some dirty moves, and that's another thing. The cops, if another officer lies in his report or does anything, they should be held liable and be fired as well. Excuse me. When they stole my phone and all that, they had their body cams. They said they didn't see it. They had their body cams off for some strange reason. Every time something that they do wrong, all of a sudden their body cams come off, and that's an issue, homie. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. We got. It jumped. The Wendy was owned by a black guy. Yeah, that's. I mean, but really, it doesn't matter who it's owned by, man. Those places are not. They're franchises, so somebody individually owns it. It's not like Wendy's, this big corporate company owns it and has all the money they can do, but it doesn't. All right, Alfonso Huerta. Let me know where I'm contradicting myself, please. Agreed. The movement gets hijacked, and you're labeled that. There you go. Homies, dolls, and gangster movies had an influence on people getting involved in the gang of Los Angeles area in my day. Absolutely. Same thing with me, man. Watching Colors really influenced me. Boulevard Nights. I was already in a gang by the time American Me came out, but that influences you more. That makes you want to go to prison and think you're gonna be this guy, and this life is like a movie, and that's what you think until you finally wake up with that reality that it's not like a movie, carnal. Okay, Mr. Ninja Cello. I'm in Frisco, born and raised, 40 now, still there, still here. Gentrified. This city starting with injunction and gang profile started in the middle school. They would harass and we would stop typing. Gracias, Atigio. The kids being held captive need to be freed. In Jesus' name. Yeah, they do need to get freed, but the problem is there's going to be more right behind them. So what we need to do is get some immigration laws going on. But as long as we keep... Okay. The politicians that these people, I said these people, the people that are out there saying, screw America, this and that, all those politicians, they gotta bang America, dude. Look behind them when they do their interviews. They have America back there. So until you get a politician that can say F America, you're not gonna get any politicians on board with you, man, because they're gonna run from your message. If your message is screw America, screw the flag, it's a racist, you're not gonna get any politicians on board with you, people. Get with the program. This is the hustle. This is the game. You guys are still playing the game in the 60s. It's the 2020, brother. You need to get with the game, man. More Hispanics get killed by LAPD and ain't even close, and you don't hear us crying. Well, the thing is, we shouldn't be. It's not about crying. It's about making noise and making it the right way. The thing with us as Latinos, raza, what have you, when somebody gets killed in our community and they deserve it, we're like, they deserve it. We don't have this these blinders on saying, oh, that was a brown man, he deserved to die. Nah, brother, we don't. We sit there and call it out. But the problem is, at the same time, we kind of desensitize ourselves, and when it does happen, we're like, let their family deal with it, and it's not us. And we should get more involved, and I think hopefully we will, brother. Let's see where we're at. Okay, Alfonso Huerta. Yo, I F with you, man, but you gotta remember where we are at, man. Just because you made it out don't mean all of us will ever make it out. First of all, I never made it out, homie. I'm still in my hood, player. That's where I get you guys, man. I am still in my hood. What part of me getting out was it? See, it's not getting out physically. It's right here, homeboy. That's what I'm trying to get at you. I can still walk. I can walk to my hood right now. It'll take me 5 minutes. I can go get a beer. I can go get some smoke. I could be there. I'll tweak the fuck out. But I choose not to, brother. It's got nothing to do with where you're at physically. It's where you're at mentally, carnal. And that's what I'm trying to get at you. I never left, homie. That's the great part. People say, oh, you forgot where you came from. How can I forget where I came from? I'm still here, homie. How many 45-year-old guys from their hood do you still know that live in their hood? That still speak with their homies, that give their homies jobs? Explain that to me or answer that to me. Again, you never explain where I contradict myself either. By the way. Ta-ta. So we got Raza TV. What's going on, brother? That's one of the main guys that's helping push the message, homie. And that's what's up. Have to fly U.S. flag. If I were to go out and fly U.S. flag tomorrow, I would be looked as a bad guy, shaking my effing head. Yeah, you're absolutely right, and that's something that should be changed because that's just giving white supremacists and crazy right-wing kooks the right to hijack that flag, brother. And that's the beauty of the flag. The flag is nobody's. The flag is everybody's. This is the United States of America. Like I said, you can be whatever political view, and they're not going to lock you up for it, man. You can do whatever you want, and they're not going to lock, as long as you're within the parameters of the law, brother. But we need to change that, especially in the Latino raza community. We need to be able to fly that flag and fly it proud. Because like those kids in those cages, right? Their end game is to become U.S. citizens. When my mother came here, she wanted us to become U.S. citizens, and she worked her ass off, and by 85, we were U.S. citizens. By 98, they were trying to deport me because I was in there for my third time, and they tried to deport me, brother, but it didn't work. Why? Because I had that paper, brother. I had that paper. And unlike some of these suckers that were born here that had that American privilege, that want to sit there and say, F America, this place is so horrible, go live somewhere else for a couple years, homeboy, and then come talk to me. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Shout out to Boo Boo. That vato don't talk much, but don't talk too little. There you go, carnal. Repent or die, homie. Repent or die. There you go, carnal. Gil, what do you think about the George Floyd conspiracy? I think it's another crazy conspiracy, brother. I doubted that they got all these actors. They got family actors. I believe it definitely happened, and you know, but I think the media is running with it. The media is trying to sell views, brother. That's what they're trying to do, and that's exactly what they're doing. They were doing that for a minute or two, and it kind of died out, and it got back up again. They're like, dude, we got the views again. So what are they doing? They keep pushing out those videos until what? Until we get tired of seeing them, and then they'll find something else, like the COVID. Remember, it was the COVID for 2 months. You would not hear nothing. And there was police brutality. You wouldn't hear nothing. The COVID is going to kill you. This is going to kill you. Don't touch this. Don't breathe here. The COVID. And we were just like this, stuck in the COVID, homie. And then this happened. Now it's George Floyd. Now it's police brutality. They're killing us. They're lynching us. They're killing us. Brother. It's just what they feed you. What they feed you is what you're going to believe, man. And that's the sad part, brother. What's up, Big Leak? You, Big Stranger. What's going on, brother? Ivan Mora. I lost you, brother. I lost you. Let me find you. Appreciate you, first of all. Thank you for that super check on that. Hell yeah. We need to show love to this beautiful country. Love from San Jose, California. We absolutely do, man. And listen, this weekend, I'm at my brother-in-law's house. We're chilling with a few family members, having some beers, barbecuing. And we're all ex-gangbangers, dude. We're all fools that shouldn't be here, should be either doped out, dead, or in prison, right? And we're out here living a good life, man. We're out here raising our kids. One of my homies was there. His kids in college. His other kids are ready to go to school. They're all smart. We're doing what you're supposed to do in America. This is as they say in Spanish, el chiste. El chiste es esto. This is the trick, man. The trick is coming over here and kind of doing this to your kids, man. Having them have a better life to you. Doesn't mean they're going to be way higher, but sometimes they are. That's the way it works out. Having them have a better life. Having their kids have a better life. Having their kids have a better life. And the thing in America is you can step up the ladder if you choose to. If you want to sit there and say, woe is me, and the mans keep me down, and this and that, you're going to stay down in the pits, homie. You're going to stay down in the pits. And you know what? There's politicians that love that. There's politicians that love for you to be in that pit, homie, because they can go to you and say, hey, man, what's wrong? Man, I'll help you out. Here you go. Here's some welfare. Here's some this. I, at one point in my life, was on welfare, was on Section 8, was on food stamps, brother. I was at one point in my life because that's just where I was in life. I didn't do it for years. I did it for a very short time. And those programs are actually great programs to help people get on their feet and keep moving. The problem is our society has become dependent on those programs. Our society wants free handouts all the time. Instead of saying, you know what, thank you, keep it pushing. Now we're like, hey, where's my next check? Hey, where's my next check? We're so quick to bash this country, but we're looking for that free check all the time. We're looking for those free phones all the time. It's gotten ridiculous now. You got 20-year-old men and women who can work fine, but they don't want to work, brother. They rather collect SSI. They rather collect food stamps. And that's a problem. Look around your cities. Your cities are getting worse and worse, man. All you guys who are hipsters and think it's, oh, we're going to love everybody. One day you're going to get slapped across the face. You're going to get robbed. And you're going to say, where the hell am I at? Where are the cops at? And that's when that good slap of reality is going to come to you, homie. Hopefully that don't kill you, but you guys might deserve a good slap in the face, homie. That's, let's see what we got. I think they should be able to freely migrate. The whole Southwest used to be there as they just coming home. No, that is ridiculous, brother. It doesn't work like that, man. You can't just sit there and say because it was theirs when that's just opening the border for everything else and for mayhem. It's two different cultures. It's two different worlds. We need some type of immigration that actually gets more people from Mexico down or any kind of Latino community to get more numbers in here because we are a working force. But to sit there and say, let's open the borders, that just excludes the rest of the country. That's like it's like you live in a house, right? You live in a house, you have roommates, and you bring some people over. All right, roommates, all right, he's having some people come over. It's cool, whatever. And then all of a sudden, your roommate wakes up and there's all kind of people in the house, brother. And the roommate's like, hey man, what's going on? Just let them in, man. They used to live here, or they're my old neighbors. No, you can't just let everybody in, because then you're disrespecting the other part of this country. See, the thing in this country is we're not here alone, brother. We're not here alone. We share it amongst ourselves, and we all have different views. The only problem is that a lot of times the views get just where it's my view only, and it can't be like that. You have to think about other people's feelings. You have to sit there and not just say me, or my race. Because then you lose the argument. You're no longer having a discussion. You're just saying it's my way, and that way will never work. Well, sorry you feel that way, Mr. OG, and that's where your comment is being deleted, brother. True that. I'm still in the hood. Just stopped hanging out at the wrong place at the right time. That's all it is, brother. That's all it is. It's nothing about that. It's just right here, homie. It's right here, carnal. And for the Mexicans, it should be automatic. Well, next you're going to say all the Indians should get their land back. African Americans should get reparations. We should kick every white person out of here. And it just goes on and on, brother. It don't work like that, man. There was a war. War's over. It's been a long time. It just doesn't work like that, carnal. It is, but that's the thing. It is our land. This is our land. I'm going outside. I just came from the gym. I went to work. Nobody's out there saying, hey, what are you doing, boy? What are you doing? Nobody's telling me that, brother. I own my own home, man. I'm living the American dream, and we're all living the American dream. We're just so quick to sit there and say this is horrible. But all you guys are right now at home chilling on your phone, on your iPads, on your computer, watching me. You're not out there breaking rocks. You're not out there having this horrible life, brother. You guys are actually living the American dream. You just some of us choose to see it. Some of us choose not to. But again, that's what makes America great. You can do whatever you want, carnal. Italy wants the Roman Empire back. There you go, homeboy. How do you change after the walk? I haven't changed anything, brother. My views have always been the same. Maybe you just haven't watched the channel, carnal. I'm always for my people, but I'm not that sucker that's going to sit there and just cater to people's needs because their feelings are going to get hurt, brother. I went over there waving the American flag. I had an issue before going there because they were having an issue telling me that they didn't want me doing the flag. I told them if they don't want me waving the flag, I'm not going, brother. This is America. Straight up. Why are prisoners living better than our kids stuck in the camps? I seen what they're doing. Hunger strikes in there. Yeah, it sucks, brother, but like I said, we need to go out there with the real message and get off that colonial message, brother. You're not going to get anywhere there. Yeah, you can't get educated, homie. I had both flags, and one of the main guys straight tripping to put it down is the same guy you were tripping about. Well, I was there. I had my flag, a couple of them in my backpack, and I walked all over that place, brother. All over that place. Nobody told me nothing, homie. If they would have told me something, they would have been problems, straight up. And that's why I just didn't feel it. But for the most part, nah, people that were cool, man. People that were out there to support. There was a good energy in the crowd. But that part was the part that It makes no sense, homie. The end game for those kids, for people coming to this country, is to become American citizens. Right now, to come from Mexico to United States is $14,000. Okay? Just to start playing the video game. America is a game board. Every country is a game board. But most of the countries' game boards are shitty game boards with shitty prices. America's game board has good prices. But in order to play that game, just to hop in illegally, is 14 grand. The charge to get in through the door is 14 grand. What does that tell you about that game board? That game board is a game everybody wants to play, and everybody wants that title to be an American citizen, except for suckers who have been here and think they're oppressed, homie. You don't know what oppressed is, brother. Yeah, let me know when it becomes yours, carnal. Everything you do here, you can do in Mexico. What do you mean? Okay. Can Mexico, you go and tell the police that they're corrupt, that they're doing this and that? Let's say you're in Mexico. You're one of these small towns, right? Cop comes and tells you, hey, dame una mordida. I want some, give me a bite. You did this, quiero mi feria. All right, no problem. You give him the money, right? Here in the United States, you're going to probably give that guy the bribe, and you're going to go straight to the police station. Hey, man, you got a corrupt cop. They're going to call that cop in. They're going to put internal affairs, They're going to do the investigation. You go to Mexico. You do that. You know what's going to happen to you? You're going to go to the police station. The chief's going to be like, okay. Lo vamos a investigar. No se preocupe, señor. Okay. ¿Dónde va a estar? Dame su dirección. ¿Dónde vive? That next day, you might find yourself with no head and your family dead. Hombre. That's the difference, carnal. That's the difference. It's a huge difference. And for you to sit there and say it's not, come on, man. You're living in some blind world, carnal. The difference over there that it's a narco country ran by narco traficantes. Straight up, brother. They're the ones that run the senators. They're the ones that run the governors, man. I'm almost sure all the way up to the Mexicans. To the Mexican president. They run the whole shebang, homie. That's the biggest difference. Over there, you're more scared of the cops than you are of the people robbing you. Yeah. That one I could say, yeah, your grandma has every right to sit there and feel like it's stolen, but that fight is over, brother. That fight is long gone, carnal. People have lost their... I think, yeah, some people have lost the appreciation for this country. But when people don't miss anything till it's gone, you know. If this country one day goes to hell and everything, let's say the government's gone, brother, don't miss it. By that time, it'll be too late, though, man. Hey, Gil, check it out. While everyone's marching, my homie got 80 families, bags of groceries, and as we speak, he's working on covering 100 more. That's what's up, man. Good for him, man. And she's like, yeah. Let's see where you at. Let's see where you at. Somewhere real quick. Shame on you. I said, shame on me, Noel. Shame on me for telling the truth, carnal. Okay. You get no EBT or welfare in Mexico? Come on. Sure they do. They go there to give you a card, right? Shame on me, homie. Shame on me. I love it. You know what it is? The truth hurts, man. The truth hurts, man. It was okay, but the other group took over and killed it with all the madness, straight crack. Yeah, Jose, I'm telling you, brother, it was a it was a show that they're gonna take back the Santa Monica Mountains and la and Jesus, I was just like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? All right, Alfonso, you're the reason I'm gonna start my own channel. I've been to prison too. If I make a promise, ain't fun to be a sellout. You forgot where you and your fam. Again, Alfonso, my question to you is, where are you from? Do you still live in your hood, homie? Because you're gonna most likely make a channel living a couple hours away from your hood, talking about I'm down for my barrio, I'm this and that. When you live in your hood, as long as I have, brother, I've been here since 1981, player. When you live in your hood as long as I have, then come talk to me, carnal. But other than that, you're just talking hot air, brother. I forgot where I came from. So my mom also forgot where she came from, because my mom has pretty much the same views as me, man. So my mom also forgot. My aunts have the same views as me. My family, for the most part, has the same views as me. My transmission blew out last week. A gentleman, AAA El Salvador picks me up, right? He's been here 16 years, and we're having a conversation. I always had some type of political conversation with him. And that guy was so happy to be a United States citizen. And he's like, estos morros no saben. I said, yeah, that's the problem. But the thing is, when you tell people like that, oh, it's because he's grateful. Hell yeah, he's grateful. He's grateful because he knows what it is to live in a third world country, brother. And most people that say you forgot, no, it's not that I forgot. It's that you've never been there. That's the fact, brother. You've never been in those shitty countries, brother. And I'm not talking about the country as whole being shitty. I'm talking about how horrible it is with the poverty, how the politics is, how the corruption is. When you go live there, go to Mexico and live there. 60-hour work week, $50 a week, homie. $50 a week. And then you come talk to me about having it tough in America. Not to you, Gil, but in general, what's our solutions? I hear a bunch of problem recognizers saying it, but no solutions. Yeah, that's the solution is us getting in politics, us getting involved, us actually sitting here and making a difference in our communities, and stop with the victimization that we're victims. No, we're not victims, homie. We're men. We're here, and we have issues, and we need to bring up our issues. Better pay, better schools. Yeah, make sure police brutalities happen. But to sit there and just say, screw you, F this, defund that, F this, F this. That's the answer that you get from most of these people, man. All you get is F, 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 F. And then you ask them, why? I don't know. We had a little sit down over here, and I was asking people, I said, all right, why do you hate Trump? It was some young guys, my nephew, a couple of them. So why do you hate Trump? It's like, fuck Trump. All right, no problem, brother. Fuck Trump. Now what? Why do you hate him? You know what? Not one person could give me a damn answer on why they hated Trump, brother. I said, and that's the problem. You guys are too quick to sit there and say F this, but you don't have an argument. I'll tell you what my argument is. Trump has bamboozled us when it comes to taxes. He gave taxes to the most wealthiest companies in the United States, where most of these companies don't even pay taxes as it is, brother. Yet he gave them a tax break from 37% to 20%. That's a 17% tax break, brother, that could have gone back to us. But again, all people say is F Trump without even having anything to argue about, brother. And that's an issue, man. No, Jose. I don't sweat the comments. I just let them get me going, brother, so I can shut them up. That's the best part, homie. With all these TikTok guys, I don't have TikTok, brother. I don't know. Oh, man. So almost is puro Trump. Listen, me, I don't care, man. It's sad when you get people like so much that support Trump. That's okay, man. That's your views. Again, this is America, brother. He could say he's pro-communist, whatever. This is America. We can have an adult-like conversation. But if I can't have an adult-like conversation, that means I'm not mentally at that guy's level. And that's a lot of times you get people, F this, F that, and you're a punk. All right, why? You just because. Well, there you go. That tells you how high in the level you've come, how much you've progressed, homie. There you go, Jesus Lopez. Trump deports our people, locks up kids. What the F? But a lot of people don't even know that. A lot of people just say F them and don't have any answer, brother. Because he has a beautiful wife, huh, homie? There you go, brother. See, Heidi, fuck Trump and his followers. That, again, it's just, you're back to divisiveness, whether you believe it or not. Like I said, I can sit here and be sitting next to a Trump supporter, be sitting next to like a Obama supporter, and I have discussions on both of them and tell them why both are good and bad presidents, brother. But I'm not going to sit there just say, F them, if you're a Trump supporter, I'm not going to talk to you. Nah, dude, that's ridiculous. That's being very small-minded, man. And we need to grow from that, because when you see all these politicians arguing on CNN, Fox News, all that, once the cameras go off, they're friends, man. You guys just suck into the narrative that they hate each other. They don't hate each other, man. They're friends, brother. It's the WWE. So, Heidi, politics is the WWE. It's all for show. It's all for the camera. At the end of the day, it's about their constituents. It's about them getting re-elected, brother. Or, ma'am, that's what it's about. Check out Javier's channel, The Lady That Talks. She has strong words. I haven't seen that one, brother, but I'll check it out. So far, I agree with everything you said this whole life. Well, I appreciate you, brother, but here we can still, not agree, but as long as it's not in a disrespectful way. Before you said anything about Trump, I was going to call you a borderline Republican. I get it all the time, but at the same time, but see, I'm the guy who's in the middle, brother. I'm in the middle. I'm floating in the middle while I see people all the way over to the right. I see people all the way to the left. And nobody seems to be able to just sit there, float in the middle and say, Well, this is good about this. This is bad about that. Nah, brother. I don't get caught up into the optics of the politics and be stuck on one side. Because when you get stuck on one side, it's like being in a gang. Once you join that gang, it's all about that gang and nothing else. Me, I'm in the center, brother. I'm here. I'm here to try to help my people out. Middle class, man. It's a long, hard fight. But if you get stuck in just f this, f that, without having any true meat and bones, then you've lost the argument, brother. Marrovia, what's going on, carnal? Let me know why. Let me know why. Yeah, Obama was the one that started the kids locking up. That's the funny part, brother. That's the funny part, man. What are your views on DACA? DACA, I believe, was a great thing that Obama did. Too bad he didn't have the backbone to actually put any real immigration laws like he promised. But at least he did that. DACA gave kids who came here at a younger age, who are enrolled in school, who are an asset to this country, an opportunity to stay here. And that's a great thing, man. That's a great thing. The only problem is that you get Trump in here and you get another president and he can sign it away. And and you can't knock Trump on that one. That's the thing. You can't knock Trump on that one because Obama had this place for 8 years. And if he really cared about the raza, if he really cared about the Latino vote, he would have done something in immigration. But they don't, brother. They don't. So Trump's punk ass came in here and said, here you go. It's out of here. And he just exposed the game for what it is. In other words, it's all lip service, brother. The only difference, a lot of times with Obama and Trump, is the way the message is given. Trump is a crude billionaire that don't give a rat's ass if you hurt your feelings. That's Trump. Obama is a smooth talker. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But at the same time, when it came to immigration, they both did the same thing. What was the difference? Can somebody please tell me, immigration-wise, see the thing, don't get caught up in everything else. Immigration-wise, what was the difference between Obama and Trump? There's no difference, brother. Trump got healthcare for many Americans. Trump was slow to act on COVID. The COVID one, that's BS. The healthcare, absolutely. I am actually pro universal healthcare. So there you go. I also support Obama's healthcare because this is the richest country in the world. And whether I have insurance or do not have insurance, if I break my leg right now walking up the stairs, guess what? I'm going to the doctor and they're going to fix my leg. And if I don't have insurance, the taxpayers are still on the hook for that leg, brother. So that's what it is. God said we must listen to the people of authority and pray for them to make wise decisions. I hope so, brother. Leave this live up. Yeah, I usually take the lives up so I can watch it later at work. I will, GM. I usually delete them after a couple of days, or I'll put them to my members only, brother. But I'll leave it up for a little while, brother. Gil, you say we need to get into politics, but I'm wondering how we would actually support or vet them properly and finance their campaigns to be elected and get bills passed. Well, I think that's where the younger people come into play, man. I think once we hopefully get the political machine going, young guys can actually do their homework on these. Instead of doing their homework on what rapper has views, what rapper's doing this, people can be doing, hey, what's this guy's stand on immigration? What's this guy's stand on healthcare? What's this guy's stand on defunding police? We need to find out what these stands are and come as a little coalition and actually sit there in a room with people who think the same way we do and want the same things. Because like I said, what we all want, we want good paying jobs, we want safe schools for our kids, we want safe neighborhoods for our families, brother. Bottom line, everybody, don't matter if you're Republican, Democrat, white, black, brown, Asian, purple, we all want the same thing. And as long as we can get those people and hold them accountable, whereas if we vote them in 2 years on the line when they're getting reelected, we vote them out. Guess what? The person behind is going to come in and say, oh man, these guys are for real. Because what politicians bet on, that we're going to forget. And we always do. We sit there and vote them in. After that, they give you lip service on what they're going to do, and they don't do it, brother. Say you're a sellout. He is more raza than you, in his words. Yeah, maybe, hombre. I don't know, carnal. If you say so, brother. If you say so. I believe DACA dreamers, deported military men, women will get their triumph. I don't understand what you said, but all right. Let's see what you got. You'll be all right, Heidi. America would do white people kick dirty raza run? I don't know. I don't know. I don't get that one, brother. Yeah, stop packing the pipe, homie. Nah, I don't care about what's going on over there. That's not my place to talk, homeboy. I'm out here in the free world, carnal. See. How do you feel about people on unemployment getting extra $600 while us still working don't get anything? It's so easy to ask for a layout and get extra $600. I have too much pride though. I think it's one of the dumbest things they could have done, brother. You're literally paying people more money to stay home than to go to work. That's asinine. That's like you're pushing for socialism or something. And they wonder why people don't want to go to work. It was almost like if people were on vacation for 2 months. But what they don't understand is that $600 is going to come back to you in taxes. It's going to come back in payroll taxes. It's going to come back in the taxes when you go out to the liquor store and buy stuff. All that stuff is going to get paid for one way or another. There's no way I think that was in California. I don't know if that was the rest of the country. You're going to be able to pay that much money and keep on a budget. I think they're already in the red out here in California because of that. So I am not for it. I could see an extra maybe $200 to $300, but when you're making more, or just maybe $200 less, which you're gonna use that up in gas and going out and eating food while you're at work, no, that makes no sense, brother. Big Dog, when are you making a march? I don't know, man. I really don't know. The thing is, something like that, it's not something you can do by yourself. I mean, I did that handball tournament to kind of feel it out. I had a lot of help. I'm gonna talk to the homie here, and I think next month for sure, at the end of the month, we're going to do some kind of meeting. We can sit down and talk and try to organize something. And that's what we need. We need to do something for us, man. For us, for people who feel the same way I do. I mean, we're not going to agree on everything, but that's the thing. We don't have to agree on everything. We can put a lot of our differences to the side because, okay, if we're going to fight about Republican and Democrat, we'll never win because we'll be fighting forever. If we're going to fight about this is our land and they stole it, we're not gonna win. We're gonna sit there forever. It'll be like me getting into an argument with some guy about his hood is stronger than my hood and they did that. No, I'm gonna say my hood was always a banger. You guys ain't got nothing on us, and we'll sit there and argue there forever. The thing is, we don't talk about that. We talk about how do we get from where we're at now up there. How do we get higher in the food chain? How do we get higher in the ladder? If we're gonna sit there and talk about all this stuff in the past, by all means, get your money. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out how to progress as people, man. So hopefully we can do something and you guys can come through, man. So that's what we got. Let's see what we got. America show, so America should scrap DACA, right? No, brother. I never said that. I said DACA was actually a good thing, man. If you've got kids who are actually trying to get an education and stay here, by all means, they're an asset to this country. However, if you're on DACA and you go out and commit a robbery, yeah, you should get deported, brother. And that's where the message gets lost. Because people don't want to sit there and take accountability for their actions. I am not one of those persons that says, oh, DACA is great, but we need to leave those kids. No. If you're in DACA and you're going to school, you're working, and you're an asset to this country, you should absolutely have a pathway to first get your green card, and after a few years, get your citizenship. But throughout all those years that you're going through those hoops, if you go out and put a gun in some lady's face and rob her, you should get deported. Plain and simple. I don't think it's that difficult. So once again, middle class is going to pay for this. You're absolutely right, brother. All zeros. What's up, Miguel? It was a pleasure to finally meet you, brother. God bless. Hey, thanks, brother. Yeah, I met a couple subscribers out there, man. That was a cool thing. That's why I ended up sticking around, man, because the subscribers are out there to support, and that was a great thing. Everyone deserves an opportunity. All I know is that every time I cross the border for meds, it is not federally protected people. Literally, the cartels are holding automatic weapons. That's what it is, man. But people want to see what they want to see, man. That's the thing. People want to see what they want to see, man. But at the end of the day, I'm good right here, brother. I'll stay in America, nada. Alright, so I'm going to stop fighting these guys. Raimundo! Mad respect, Gil. No one wants to hear the truth, but we need this blindfold off and unite. Yeah, that's the thing, brother. People, it hurts them, man. And I get it. It hurts them. But I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to make enemies either. I'm here to have the conversation. I'm here to have the conversation that most people run away from. And that's the truth. Especially Raza. Nah, man, this is taboo, homeboy. This is taboo right here, carnal. But it's the truth. And I speak to a lot of people. You know what? They feel the exact same way as I do. The only thing is that a lot of people are afraid to speak out because they're going to be called a coconut. They're going to be called a racist. They're going to be called a right. They're going to be called everything in the book, brother. But you know what? That's why I say that, brother. Yeah, hard work does pay more than $600, homeboy. That's for sure. Let's see. You guys went pretty quick here. You guys went pretty quick. All right. Simone, I shake your hand, bro. You hope on. Oh, you hopped on the Uber. That's right. That was you guys. Yeah, but that Uber driver scanned his ass, made us all sit in the back. We couldn't even fit, but hey, it was better than walking. I remember. The only way to move ahead is education. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that one, Heidi. Investing in business and assets is a game we should be playing at a scale. Yeah, but before you can start investing in all these things, we need to show our young how even credit works. A lot of people, especially Latinos, they don't even know how credit works, brother. They don't know APR. They don't know if you get points on your when you go to buy a car. They don't know how they get from a $20,000 car, and by the time they're done, they end up paying about $35,000 because they had a damn APR like 20% like a credit card, brother. And that's a lot of stuff that we need to learn, brother, to get ahead in this life, in this game. So J-Rock wants to take all the humans out. Good luck, J-Rock. Oh, I tried. I didn't hide it. I thought I showed it, but good luck, J-Rock. Good luck. I'm trying to show you, but it doesn't want to. There you go, brother. Gil, how should we deal with children of 16 coming along to the border? See, that's the issue, man. The issue is, and this is where I get hardlined at, and this is where people don't like it. We cannot continue to just receive people at the border. It doesn't work like that. We need to sit there and say, listen, we got these kids there. We got people at the border now. Let's get them inside. Let's find them housing. We got people ready to fund them to give money. There's people there ready, willing, and able. But the thing is, we need to fix the problem. And the problem is the immigration laws. It's so tough for people from Central America, Mexico, to get papers to come here. And some people will sit there and say, oh, but those people are just coming to mooch and this and that. No, man. I work with the majority Latino immigrants, and they're the hardest working people on the planet, brother. They're here to work, brother. I've got guys that are humping 3/4 sheets of plywood, going down, up, probably about, I don't know, 200, 300 feet. I don't know, maybe like, just back-breaking work, brother. And you know why they do it? Because they want to provide for their families, brother. They want what every other American wants, brother. They want a piece of the pie. That's all we come for. But until we get any type of immigration law, they're going to keep coming and they're going to keep putting them in cages. Because why? Because we don't get involved with the politics. We keep on doing the same thing. Republicans don't give a crap about us because they know they don't have our vote. Democrats don't care about us because they know that we do have our vote. They know we do. They have our vote. That's the problem, brother. The problem is we are a huge minority that is dismissed. We are 18% of the population, but we don't come together because we're too busy arguing about, oh man, you shouldn't be using that American flag. Oh man, this is our country. Oh man, you're a sellout. That's the problem. We don't even have our eye on the ball. We're too busy bickering with each other over the pettiest things in the world. What we should be talking about is, how do we get ahead from 2020, brother? That's the problem. Yeah, D. Frank, let's see where we're at. Where's that? D. Frank, you're gonna kill him. The Democratic Party was a party of slavery, Jim Crow law, segregation, the Ku Klux Klan. Why isn't that ever mentioned in the media? Hey, you can't say that, brother. Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. But people don't want to hear that, brother. People don't want to hear it, and I'll tell you why. Because when you give free stuff away to minorities, you're their friend, brother. You're their friend. It's almost like I guess when the first British ships came over here, right? And they gave the Indians little trinkets, or maybe the Spaniards when they were down conquering, right? they were giving the Indians little trinkets and selling them here. Let me get all that gold and I'll give you this. And that's what it is, brother. They're giving us trinkets. They're giving us EBT cards. They're giving us little welfare. They're giving us all this. They say, here, sucker, go play with this. Just vote for me. And I think that's what's going on, man. How many Chicanos in our current cabinet? I want to say, well, in the cabinet, I don't even think any, but in Congress, I think it was like 30 something, if that, out of, what is it, 500 something or 50. It was a very, very low number, brother. Very low number. What's up, Sam? How you doing? Over here trying to school these people. Actually, most people know what's up already. Yeah, the media is owned by Democrats. That's for the most part, and they love selling it. They love selling oppression, brother. That's for sure. But here in America, brother, you work hard, and good things will happen, people. All right, so let's see what else you got. I'm about to cut out here real quick, but let me get a couple more messages before I go. Tomorrow's Thursday. It's almost Friday. Feels great to be working, take care of business. Gym's back open. Friday comes through. Enjoy life, man. That's what it's about, man. It's not about being oppressed. There's no white man out there waiting for me with a whip, brother. Trust me, I'll whip him right back. What's up, Javi? Yeah, that's the truth, brother. That's the truth, period. I'm not here to make friends, carnal. Yeah, man, hey, you mess up, deal with the end result as it comes. I know I did. Cost me a lot of my time away in prison. Yeah, pretty much, brother. But now you're out and free, and life's good, man. Life could be so much worse. That's one thing a lot of these bozos don't get, man. Life could be so much worse. You guys that think that this is bad, you guys that think that you're oppressed, go outside and have somebody slap you in the head real quick, man. Good God. We're quiet, just work. Yeah, but we need to make some noise, homie. All right, well, let me see what we got here. Nah, I'm over the code, people. Seattle's another shit show. All right, people. So I just wanted to make this quick live because of the video I made. And to me, brother, like I said, America, you want to be a communist, you want to be a socialist, you want to be an Indian and take your land back. We got a guy named Caitlyn Jenner, used to be Bruce Jenner. If that gold Olympian can go from a man to not wanting to be a woman, by all means, man, get your money, man. This is America, and this is what makes this country great. But the thing is, we need to stop screaming at each other, calling each other racist, calling each other all kind of stupid names just because you don't have an argument. If you have a disagreement with somebody, talk it out. And if you can't seem to come to terms with it, you know what you do? We agree to disagree, and that's it, brother. But if you keep it respectful, you keep it mindful, you're going to get that respect right back. If you want to act a fool, you want to talk crap to people, that just tells you where you're at here, man. You're not ready. And it's nothing to do with being woke, man. We can all have our opinions, and we can all respect each other's opinions. And once we get that done, brother, the sky's the limit for our people, homie. The sky's the limit for our people. So with that being said, players, I'll catch you guys later.